Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
This is AHMED for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm joined by Tom Little. Talk to your camera there.
I'm eating a very nice little katsu by iPrep Meals, mate.
Yeah, iPrep Mills. How's everything going ahead of the 21st? All good?
Mate, I'm on fire, boy. I'm on fire. I've never done. Do you know what it is? Whereas before, you know, in a cold hearted day, like you sit there and you're on your own and you can't really kid nobody, you can't kid yourself. And I ain't got that thought of fighting the next Olympian, fighting someone that beat Joshua, fighting Daniel Dubois, everybody's talking about. Like, I'm fighting a good fighter, by no means, like a brilliant fighter. Like, I believe he'd be around domestic level. But all I'm thinking of is the only thing I'd have to blame is if I hadn't trained properly, if I hadn't worked properly, if I hadn't eaten properly. So ticking all the boxes, putting the shift and half, putting a shift and half for this. And I've never been more confident to win the fight since I fought Josh Sandman. I know I don't feel for 1 minute out of my depth. I ain't got that, I don't care, or whatever. I do care. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to let what happened to me in Saudi be a reflection of my full career. No way. I'm not going to be remembered for that. Another big show, another big card. But this time, and I ain't going to mince my words, it is a must. I need a big performance. Do you know what I mean? Let's have it right. I'm not being brought there to beat Alan up, but that's what I'm going to do.
Well, listen, not long to go till we find it. I'm sure we'll catch up with you properly, Tom, either me or Coogan, before we speak about that fight with Babbage. But really, today I wanted to get you on to react to Deontay Wilder's video and his comments. So let me just break it down. He called Mark Breland disloyal, and he put something in his water, like he spiked his water, so that his legs were weak. That was the first part of it. So yeah, start with that. What he said about Mark Breland.
What I want to know. Sorry, I'm being rude. What I want to know.
You have your iPrep, Katsu.
Is when Deontay Wilder's going to actually get an Oscar, because these videos even had little background music to it. Like that was a full-on production. That just weren't some geezer on a balcony with his iPhone putting a little statement out. Do you know what I mean? He had a full production there. I was just waiting for that and cut. Do you know what I mean, to come out, bro? Know this man. Take your ass kicking. Take it. You got beat by the best heavyweight belt, so shut up. Do you know what I mean? Like, don't go quiet like you fell off the face of the earth and then come out of nowhere with that shit. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather him stay quiet.
Then also, of course, said that Tyson Fury cheated, tampered with the gloves, that it was scratching his ear or something. I can't remember exactly what he said, but yeah, he said that his ear was being scratched because the gloves had been tampered with.
His ear was being scratched. No, that's called a perforated eardrum, you simpleton. I'm on an interview, Tash. He literally cannot find a good enough excuse for, like, look, bro, if you had a perforated eardrum, that happens when you get a 19-stone man punch you in the eardrum. the dent in the side of his head would also be from getting punched in the head. Like, what? Do we genuinely think people's going to listen to what he's got to say? Do you think? That's what I want to know is, like, do we think that, like, people generally take that serious?
Listen, if he's
like, even along with his, that I thought it couldn't get no worse than the heavy suit thing. So what was it? This is the thing. What was it? Was it the heavy suit? What made your legs roll? Or did Mark Breland tamper with your drink? What was it? Make one of the two. Because you did it like. Listen, I think we should all campaign for him to get a job in a sitcom or something out in America. Maybe he could be an extra of Friends or something like that if that show's still going out there. And just like telling if you're going to come out with excuses like that, like keep on about he's a king and whatever, not king of what? King of excuses. Like you can't put stuff down like that. Do you know what? I might start saying that Daniel Dubois hit me with a hammer in his glove, or saying I don't know, Majidov played with these gloves.
To be fair, Dubois might as well have a hammer when he fights.
Dubois has got a hammer in each glove. They're called his fists.
Sticking with the heavyweights, what did you make of Usyk in his second fight heavyweight last night against Del Boy?
It was a perfect fight for Usyk, to be fair. Somebody moved, but I generally don't see him troubling the Joshuas and Furies at this minute in time. Not with the work ethic that he went in and the shots he was getting caught with by Chisora. Don't get me wrong, it was a very ambitious Chisora. But for someone who's meant to be coming from a lower weight, he was getting caught with telegraph punches. Whether that be the time out of the ring or not, I don't know. But I said this last night, I genuinely fancied Daniel Dubois or Joe Joyce to beat Usyk at heavyweight at that weight. I know he beat Joyce in the 5 rounders, but listen, the 5 round and 12 rounds are a lot different. Yeah, you know what I mean. And if not Joe, I reckon Daniel would get it done. Filip Ergovic would beat him. I think it. To be honest with you, all the expectations what everybody had on Usyk, I think that opened people's eyes up a bit how good the heavyweight scene actually is. Do you know what I mean? Because without being disrespectful to Derek, because there's some fair back play to him, he put in a good shift and everything. But he's like a gatekeeper. Like that ain't saying that in a disrespectful way. He's like the second tier before you reach the elite. Do you know what I mean? They're still a very good man, still a very strong man, very, very effective fighter. But just that step away from never got his luck or whatever it is at world title stage. And I think that really showed about stepping up. And I think it also showed that how great you've got to be to step up from cruiserweight. That puts into perspective how great Evander Holyfield was to step up from cruiserweight and dominate the heavyweight division as he did.
Yeah, I agree with that, definitely. Tom, how's Lucas Brown doing?
I recently deposited 1 million yen into his GoFundMe page.
What's that in pounds?
He got offered a fight with Fabio Wardley, then he's come back with money, and I don't know. Fabio fucked him up, man.
What's 1 million yen in pounds?
£14.73.
Yeah, I spoke to Fabio a couple of weeks ago, I think, and he said that They'll put an offer into Lucas Brown. I don't know what's happened since.
No, well, look, basically, Lucas, did you hear about the GoFundMe page? He had a GoFundMe page to fund his boxing career. Anyway, he got so much stick off someone that he had to take it down, right? And look, I'm all up for someone trying to get support. And look, I'm what I say and what I do, like the people, especially if I know I get to someone, I just like having a bit of bands, don't I? But you can't be putting GoFundMe pages up claiming to look for sponsors.
Are you being serious about this page? Yeah.
No, it actually was there. I got a screenshot of it. I'll send it you later.
How do you know that's Lucas Brown?
Yeah, he wanted €30,000, $30,000. He got up to $223 before he took it.
How do you know that's Lucas Brown?
It was in his bio. The link was in his bio and a big photo of him like this. Go fund me. Listen, you know when they say about bad life choices, that was one of these. Like, you can't let people like me see things like that. Right, but anyway, can you imagine if Dylan do put him on? I reckon I wouldn't. I'll probably 30% win that fight for Fabio. That man will be stuck in the bubble with me for 5 days, telling me I won't get to him.
Dave Allen might be in the bubble with you on the 21st.
Dave Allen could have had it the other day if they really wanted it.
What, you'd have stepped in? You've got Babbage on the 20th. Why would you do that?
Because I didn't go out on social media and I wouldn't disrespect anybody. I made myself have this on record. I made myself fully available and fully ready. My exact words were, I can be in Wembley in 20 minutes to get a test.
What did Eddie say about that?
He blanked me.
Did you not leave any voice notes?
Do you know what is? Look, I ain't really too bothered about Dave Allen now. Do you know what I mean? Listen, Dave Allen don't want to fight. I wish him. I'm gutted for him.
You mean
I've had that
yourself to him for Saturday?
No, do you know what it is, guy? It ain't even just that. Like, what's just happened to him? I've had happen to me out in Bulgaria, and you put stuff in and whatever. Not, I feel for the fella. I ain't gonna rip into him about that. That's just not nice. Do you know what I mean? The fact that I want to have a fight with him don't mean that I don't like him. Don't mean that I like him either. I don't like him. I don't dislike him. I just want to have a fight with him, guy. That's all it is. I believe, personally, my own heart, I believe that I beat him. I was willing to jump in on 24 hours' notice and still fight Babbage.
Right. Well, you're definitely fighting Babbage on the 21st, so.
Yeah, 100%.
Listen, Tom.
Yeah, go on.
No, you was going to say something. I was just going to close off.
I think. This is how confident I was. I would have took the fight with Dave Allen. Now, let's all agree, right? Say, for instance, in hindsight, I went and beat Dave Allen on the night just gone, yeah? My value would have been a lot more going into the Babbage fight, yeah?
Yeah.
I would have took the Babbage fight with the same money I agreed to that fight now. That's how confident I am of winning both.
We'll find out in less than a month now. So, yeah, best of luck for the rest of camp. And I'm sure I'll see you soon, all right? Take care.
Laters.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.